Hey guys, how's it going? So for today's video, I decided that I would do a little video about Oliver over here and kind of explain to you like how we got him, because it's a pretty interesting story. We didn't like buy him like you would any other cat. We found him in actually some pretty bad shape. So I'm going to tell you like pretty much the gist of what happened. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that we're all set up over here, I can go ahead and tell you what happened. So basically, I was sitting in the living room with my two guinea pigs, Barry and Zoom. And if you guys ever watched The Flash, it's on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. The main character's name is Barry Allen, which is why I named, my guinea pig Barry. Barry Allen is actually the Flash. And then there's an evil character who always tries to stop the Flash, and his name is Zoom. So we named the other guinea pig, who was my sister's guinea pig, we named that one Zoom. So I was in the living room playing with them when my mom and my dad, well, mostly my mom, came like rushing through the door, and they were like, there's a kitten outside that needs your help like ASAP. And I was like, oh my gosh, because like at the time I really was like really hoping for a cat. Like I was trying to convince my parents that cats were okay because the previous cats we had were not okay. And one whose name was Sophie, she was mostly gray with a little bit of white patches, just like Oliver is. She had some brain damage because of a rough past that she had. So she had a lot of accidents a lot and couldn't figure out how to use the litter box. And after that, it took me a while to convince them to get me that one. She was brown. She was like a brown tabby, and her name was Marley. We got her from Pet Value, I'm pretty sure, either that or Petco. I can't remember which one. But so she had a rough past too, but she didn't handle it as like good as my other cats did. So most of the cats we've had have had a rough past, but she by far has been the one that has dealt with it the worst. So, we brought her home, and we could tell, like, she was gonna be a problem because, like, she was having trouble just coming in contact with me, and she would hiss every time I put my arm by her. But I was, like, content on wanting to, like, fix her, if you know what I'm saying. But long story short, we didn't. She would never come out from under my bed, and she tried to scratch everybody. So we went ahead and gave her back to the lady that we got her from, so you know. And then we didn't have another cat for a while until Oliver decided to come along. So basically, like I said, my mom came busting through the door, telling me there was a kitten outside. So I told my sister, hurry up and get the guinea pigs in the cage, because I didn't even want to bother with the guinea pigs at the moment. So I told her, get the guinea pigs in the cage right now. And I went and slipped on any boots I can find. The ones I was wearing were mismatched. One was tan and one was like bright purple. But I really didn't care because I wanted to get out there as fast as I could before anybody else did, because I wanted to save the cat and nobody else. So I was actually kind of sick, so I really didn't care. So I hurried up, stuck on my boots, and threw a coat on. Still my pajamas with crazy hair because I hadn't gotten in the shower yet. So I ran down the street as fast as I could in the freezing cold, all the way down the street where we have this little patch of woods where we found this kitten. But once we got him to the house, we did a bit of researching and found this recipe for some eye drops you can use to get rid of that stuff. So after I cleaned all of that gunk off of his eyes to where he could see again, I went ahead and tried to check the best I can to see if he was blind or not. I waved my hand past his eyes and he followed my hand, and then I checked to see if he was deaf because he was having a little bit of trouble hearing, I guess, because I would clap my hands right next to his head and he would just like not even flinch. So eventually he kind of like realized, like the sounds, and we eventually realized he's not deaf, he's fine. And the doctors confirmed that, the vets confirmed that he's not blind or deaf, so he's good with that. And they also said he is lucky to be as healthy as he is right now, concerning the condition he was in whenever we first found him. So We found this recipe of like you can take borax and drop it into his eyes twice a day, and it should clear it up within like you should start seeing results within a week. So we started doing that twice a day, one in the morning before I went to school, and then one at night before I went to bed. And we were going to have him go outside, like stay outside. We weren't going to do anything for him, and we were just going to bring him in for the night. Whenever we first found him, we were just going to bring him in for the night and then make a little house for him outside and have him just go back outside, because my parents really, really honestly hated the cats with a passion. But it went from saying he was going to stay outside to saying, okay, he can stay in for one night, to, okay, I mean, it's fine, he can stay for a while in the laundry room, to, okay, it's fine, he can stay till spring in the laundry room. Then he went back in the garage for a while, and then eventually my parents were like, you know, forget it, he's sick, he's a kitten, and he seems like a good cat, let's just go ahead and keep him inside. So now he's in my room and he's here to stay. He's going to be my cat. We have him a collar with my phone number and information on it and his name. But, you know, so he's mine now. So, like I said, back to where we were, we found, like, the recipe to get his eyes cured up. And, we did that for a while until eventually his eyes were completely better. Like, they would get a little crusted up, like, slightly, but not as bad as they were whenever we found him. But eventually that stopped, and now and then his eyes were completely cleared up. But then we had his little thing and his chest to clear up, and his nose would always run and then get clogged up, and we'd have to wipe it all the time. But eventually we went and took him to the vet and got him some antibiotics for that. So, now that we've been giving it to him for about probably I'd say almost a week now, his cough is pretty much gone. His nose has pretty much stopped running all the time. He just sneezes every once in a while, which is normal. So he's actually a lot better than he was before. He's here to stay. He's probably never going to leave. I hope he never does. And I am probably most likely going to take him with me whenever I get older. But that is pretty much his story, because, you know, he went from being that sick little cat that could barely do anything and he was so weak, to being this healthy little buddy. He's trying to get over to my guppies right now. He likes to watch fish. But he was like so weak, he would sleep 24/7, and now he plays all the time. He loves to play with my dog Ellie, and he's just a playful, healthy little cat, and his eyes, as you can see, are great. His nose isn't clogged up anymore, and he's just great. I'm going to let him go over here and play with the guppies now, so he can, you know, so he won't fall off my lap, because he's about to fall off my lap because he's trying to get over to the guppies. He almost fell off the fish tank. That was a little scary. Now he just threw my fish food everywhere. What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Wow, I swear sometimes. But as you can see, he's obviously doing great now. He's trashing my room, being a normal cat, which is good, and he's got fish food all over my makeup brushes, which is also always great. But he's healthy as can be now. He's a normal, playful cat. We still gotta get him slightly cured up, and he is going to eat my dinner. Please no. But yeah, we pretty much got him cured up. He's doing pretty good, playing with fish, doing cat things instead of sleeping all the time like he was. And he is a lot better than before. And, so yeah, that's pretty much his story. And I'm really glad he's getting, better, because we actually didn't know if he was going to survive whenever, we first got him. But yeah, that's pretty much, today's video. It's just about Oliver. I thought, you guys would like to hear about how, you know, we kind of found him and, you know, his story. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like any other animal stories, or, you know, all of my animals, if you guys want to see what all my animals are, or have any suggestions for next videos, go ahead and leave suggestions down in the comments. He's trashing my room, I swear. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for next videos or anything else you guys would like to see, leave it down in the comments. Make sure to give me a thumbs up to let me know you like this video, and then make sure to subscribe. That will help me a lot, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.